Welcome to the barbecue bot series. My name is Grandmaster Kayden Troff. I'm going to be starting at the bottom and going all the way up through the chess.com barbecue bots, eventually facing the Grillmaster, who will probably get me, but we're going to try our best. I'm going to explain my thoughts throughout and hope you guys can learn a few things, things that I do right and things that I do wrong. So we're going to jump into it. We're going to be playing 10-0, starting with Kebab. He's hitting me with C4. I'm actually a pretty big fan of playing against C4. A lot of people play it because it's solid, but I found myself having decent results. I know a couple of lines here can play G6, and then I'm going for more like D5 or like King's Indian structures, but here E5 we contest the center quickly. And this has been my favorite line. This is a reverse Sicilian. Because it's reverse and we're down a tempi, we're dropping that knight back out of the center. But overall, it works out pretty nicely. Kebab, wow, Kebab dropped. Whoa, Kebab, calm down. Okay, he's moving pretty fast, but he's given up his fianchetto bishop. Normally, I wouldn't worry about this. Yes, he doubles and kind of weakens the pawn structure, but this is such a valuable bishop that I say, Kebab, you might have a skewer, but I'm coming to get you. Okay, so we've opened up the file. Just trying to contend in the center. I think I'm gonna start with taking. I want to see how he responds. We have this bishop c5 that I think I'm gonna start with. It also opens up my queen this direction. And we have our first big mistake. Kebab does not defend his knight that was being attacked by the queen as well. We're on a good path. All right, all right. What? A4. H3. Oh, he's just pushing pawns. Kebab is panicking and pushing pawns. Sometimes that works, but oh my goodness, he hung a knight. Now he's forked. I almost don't want to take it. I mean, it's forked, right? They're not going anywhere. Like, where are these rooks going? He hasn't moved it. I'm still attacking. I'm going after your king now. Going after your king. I'm going to take with the knight. So I could take with the bishop, but while that is a check, it would allow him to sack for my knight. And since I feel like I'm so close to checkmate, I'm gonna keep the bishop. The bishop. And we should be cooking up our first bot pretty soon. Okay, hold on. We cannot be struggling to checkmate the Kebab. Let's hit him with this check. Yeah, he's going to stop it. Again, I'm trying to preserve this bishop. He's running out of pieces. That's the check. There it is. That's the checkmate. All right. First bot cooked up. Summertime has begun. Let's go on to the next one. So that was barbecue. And now we have burger. Such a wild design, but it's super cool. I shaped like a pawn. It's a little harder to see in this small image. Okay, we get an e4 this time. So last game I played the reverse Sicilian. This time I'm gonna play the Sicilian myself. This is the hyper accelerated dragon. I'm a huge fan. Oh, and we get an Alapin. Even the bots are playing the Alapin. Okay, let's see. Man, these bots know theory. This d5, this line for the hyper accelerated, it's a bit less common, but I've been a huge fan. I'm gonna play a6 to prepare knight c6 because these squares are so valuable that white actually likes giving up the bishop for the knight. Usually bishops are a little bit better than knights, but since my focus is these pawns, he wants it. I'm going to prevent it. I mean, geez, calm down. Okay, he's throwing the pawn at me. Now, I did pin the knight, so knight takes d4 is an option. He takes me. Oh, it's a bit messy. I feel like it should be in the realm of being correct. So I'm gonna start with taking the bishop. This threatens the queen. So yeah, he can't take here. Now, if he took with the queen, I'd take with the knight, and I get the threat, and he doesn't have time to play that b takes a6 move. Otherwise, he loses queen. So now he's ruined the structure. Now I feel a little bit more confident. Like, hey, I'm actually not gonna take this pawn. I'm just gonna keep you from opening up my position by taking there. Goes queen b6. Okay, that looks like a takeable pawn now. Okay, I'm gonna play king f8. We do like castling, but I see... What? What? Why? What are you so generous? You're giving me the queen. I was just gonna point out, look at all these threats. I don't get a castle, but I'm threatening so many stuff. And if the queen like stays trying to protect, I have... It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All that stuff doesn't matter. Burger just gave up the queen. It gives up the bishop too? Like, what? Kebab was better than this. Like, Burger, I don't know what's wrong with you. Burgers are delicious. You have a fantastic pawn burger, and you're throwing. Like, I don't even need to explain any of my thoughts now. I'm just up a queen. I'm just up a queen. Okay, I'm still going to bring the other pieces in. This is one thing to keep in mind when converting a position. I think it's very good to still try to utilize all your pieces. I mean, we're up material. If we then only use 3 pieces, what's the point of being up material? We got burger. Oh, GG, bro, is what he says. Oh my goodness. That was just bad. Okay. Oh. Okay, we're huge jump. Huge jump. We're to potato salad, who is 1400. Starting with G3. Okay, I gotta pause for a second. I play a lot of blitz and bullet where my instinct is just to start throwing this pawn at him. It actually works in the faster time controls, but for this, it's not the best. I'm thinking about d5 to prevent e4, but I'm actually not worried about it. If e4, we'll go for like a King's Indian setup with d6. Okay, we're getting castled, not committing. Now e5 could be a big idea. f4 as well, just really solidifying that center. So I'm going to contest it. I'm going to play e5. Let's fight for the central control. Maybe I rushed with c6 though. Because now I wasn't thinking about d4. I wasn't thinking about d4. Okay, the king's still in the center though. So maybe I'm freaking out for nothing. I could jump in, try and fork. I think I'm going to do that actually. With just the king placement, it feels like it's got good potential. Okay, that threatens the queen. And yeah, this is a check. So we can get rid of the, again, fianchettoed bishop. We were talking about that earlier. And we're not going to move this knight. That's a pin. King in the center. There is, hopefully, consequences. Although knight e2 seems like a decent move. I'm going to play knight g4 again. And I'm going to fork again with knight e3. Oh, I'm not paying attention. He can guard both. I'm rushing. Man, these bots that place... I'm so used to playing humans where they take time, and I just feel like I'm in a safe place. I'm in a safe zone. And yeah, his speed is getting my speed to go. So let's calm it down. This is what I've been trying for. I know I'm moving the knight 30 times basically, but when they have central control, I want to contest that. And I don't know what queen f3 was. That's just a potato salad. You're falling apart. He just gave me the pawn, opening up the file on his king. This is crazy. I'm feeling like the trick against these bots, survive the opening. No, overall, like, we're developing our pieces. Rook here, we're trying to kick the pieces back. I want to bring the bishop out now, of course. At some point, we dream of this. There was a second thought. He moves so quickly. Bishop e4, I think looks good. We're going to skewer the queen and rook. And I think we're pretty happy. Ooh, wait a second. Queen here. I see a little check. This is why you don't keep your king in the center. Now, I could win the... See, here's the problem. King in the center, lack of development. We see major consequences. I can take the rook for my bishop, which is a win. I can fork the king and the queen, which is also a huge win. But I'm still eyeing this king in the center, and I'm thinking about checkmate. Our queen is still on d8. I'm going to bring it out. We're eyeing some sort of discovery, which I think I have now. So start first with rook e2. That's a double check, so no captures. Yeah, if the king went here, the king went up, I'm actually thinking about even playing like rook check. Opens the bishop for the check, guards the bishop. Some wild potential. He's living life on the edge. What is life without a potato salad that is willing to go a little bit crazy? Okay, we're gonna keep going after the king. Now, always remember, pieces can move backwards. Bishop f8. And I think we're just absolutely crushing him. That's a check. And pawn checkmate. Let's go. Potato salad. Get out of here. I actually shouldn't eat potatoes. They don't sit well with me. So that was also a little personal. It was a little personal. Potato salad seemed nice, but it's a little personal. I gotta win that fight. Because in real life it wins. Alright, let's keep going. Popsicle. Popsicle, one of the best things in the song. We got another e4. Okay, Sicilian, is it going to be an Alpin? Alpin was that opening with c3, not d4. What am I doing? So many people play the Alpin nowadays. It's a pretty good one, you know, c3, d4, you fight for the center. But this is actually one of the weirder... So the downside to the hyper-accelerated dragon, which is what I'm playing, is we don't bring this knight out. And overall, there's benefits to having the bishop out a little bit faster. Has some danger here, some other lines that we can get. But this is actually one of the lines that you can see if you don't play this knight out, the queen comes. And it's a little bit of dancing. So it's a funny thing in chess when you get stuff like this, because it always feels like white is winning, right? He's pushing all his pawns. It feels like he's taking control of the center. But when you haven't developed a whole lot, this type of extension can easily be overextension. And you already see it. This pawn is done. He didn't even try to defend it. We win that pawn. Thank you very much. And we're just going to drop back. Sometimes you can give up pawns like that for the development, but Popsicle here isn't much better developed than I am. We're going to castle, get the king. I don't want to be getting stuck with my king in the center. We just saw how that goes. So continuing development. Oh, bishop d4. Oh, tempting me again, king in the center. Tempting me with the option of trying to open up this position. The only hesitancy is my queen is on the same file as this rook. So I could get cooked. I could be barbecued. Yeah, take, like, even bishop takes, then taking with the pawn opens this up. My queen goes bye-bye. But I do have some rook e8, some pin ideas. I feel like it should be good. I mean, the king's here. Yeah, now we play rook e8, and f6 is an idea, and queen e7 now? Queen f2 is surprising. Maybe defending queen h4. But the focus is here. King in the center, we're going to attack it. What is this? What is it? What is A4? What are we protecting? What are we protecting? I'm checkmating your face. What? What? Who allowed you to play chess like this? Who allowed this? What? King E2? If I was playing for the white pieces as the opponent, I don't even think I would be mean enough to play King E2 for him. That's crazy. That's crazy. We just get out of the opening and we beat the bots. I am noticing these bots do really seem to struggle in just getting the king safety. That's actually probably the more common trend. So again, we're bringing all our pieces out. That's a good way to checkmate a king. Get all the pieces. We take here. If he had taken that, actually would have been checkmate. Pawn takes. The bishop recovers. So he's not having that. Okay, Popsicle. You calculated at least one thing. That's good. That's progress. King E2. That's crazy. If anyone watching this was back in this moment and thinking to themselves, I'd play King E2, then I just reconsider. No, learn here. Learn here. Don't play like this. That's not how you fight against the queen. Okay, this would threaten checkmate. I'm feeling pretty good about that. I could just take this bishop too. I'm leaning towards queen b4 because it feels more aggressive. It's a bit faster. We get the queen into the action. Okay, well we're gonna get both actually. If taking, then the queen's up, giving checks, and we still have rook takes d3, so that didn't change much. Now I think another piece not in the attack yet. The rook we jump. And my king's actually pretty safe. There's no good way for him to get to me right now. Okay, now we're just basically checkmating. I expect the rook to take here, yeah. King is in too much danger. Okay, we'll cut off the king. He has plenty of moves, so we're not worried about stalemate. And bam, queen c3. Last one down before we get destroyed. Because the next one is the Grillmaster, who is rated 3025. Now, I don't know what these ratings are. This is not my rapid, by the way. That's my blitz rating, which feels real nice. But 3025, that's beastly. That's an overall every time control rating. This is an uphill battle. We're gonna stay with the black pieces, and we're gonna see how this goes. Okay, we get d4. Grillmaster knows what's up. d4 is the way. That's what I play as white, so I'm feeling good. Okay, so we get a Grunfeld. This is a funny opening, because this is one you do give white the center, but we're looking to attack quickly. Bishop g5. That's a very uncommon line. Normally we would go for something like c5 here. That's how we contest the center. But I want to try to play like c6, queen a5, and take advantage of this bishop just chilling on g5. I guess we still have c5, queen a5, and maybe some dream. Maybe there's a dream. Let's follow through. c5. We'll fight. We'll see what the Grillmaster is cooked up for us today. Okay, queen a5. We're following through. This is typical Grunfeld strategy. Okay, there's a bit of a trick here. So take, and then trade queens. It looks like after that we might be winning a pawn. But Rook c1 does defend this. It's a very sneaky way of defending. If I castle, he takes here, but then rook. Then the rook goes, and I could try and move the bishop, but he did protect c3. I'm starting to feel like that's part of the idea. He protected c3, so now d5 is an option. He couldn't play it before the pressure. I think I gotta go castling. I'm scared. What the fridge? He just hit me with what the fridge. What the fridge? Come here. Fridge your face. Yeah, now he hits me with d5. Makes sense. Bishop g5. Actually, I'm seeing the potential in this line. Just that little bit of pressure now. Makes me feel like I need to play e6 just to defend that pawn. d6 looks scary, but I just try and put up a barricade. We're gonna try. We're gonna try. Okay, now here comes the barricade. I'm gonna start with bishop d7 because knight c6, d7 already. My bishop would be trapped. No part of that. No parts. Okay, bishop d3. Now I could start my own pawn expansion. I've kind of, I don't know, maybe we'd say we lost the battle for the center, but now we can test on the side. Sometimes that's a great idea. I'm so intimidated by this 3025 rating. I shouldn't say it seems like a good idea. It is a good idea. We're fighting on the side. And we still do have a little bit of something going. What are you trying to checkmate me? No, I don't want to lose my fianchetto bishop. That hasn't been working for the people I've played against, or the bots I've played against. Maybe I just continue. We get b4 in, and because bishop h8, I'm just worried about the queen and the knight and the checkmates and should I though? Should I be worried about that? I feel like I should. Those pieces, they're not there yet, but they're happening fast. I think I'll start c4. Let's see. Okay, bishop e2 keeps pressure here. Trying to make it more difficult for me to play b4. Okay, we could still play this and then try and rely on... I'm gonna say b4 does open up the queen, so maybe there's a defense there. I almost feel like I still need to go for b4 just to open up my pieces, even if I end up losing a pawn. There's another option, which is go a little bit crazy with f6. Just try to cover the dark squares. I don't hate that, actually. If I'm gonna lose my bishop, my fianchetto bishop, let me cover the squares with the pawns. I'm gonna try it. Should we start? No, I think f6 is fine. I think is fine. e5, interesting. Giving up the pawn. It's not gonna let me get my barricade. We could still try with f5 just to lock it down, but it's very passive. We take, what's the plan? If you take, wants to go queen g5. I have this queen maneuver though. Queen back to hurry and try and defend. That's an option. Actually, kind of like that. Okay, I'm gonna see. I need to pick up the pace a little bit. My time is looking saucy. Okay, he's not bringing the queen, so should give us a little bit of time to reposition the rook here. Where are you going? Where are you going with your knight? You can't just kick him out. Kick him out of my house. Ooh, the queen's now pinned. This opens up knight d4. I don't know what that does, but it sure feels fun. Well, there is this funny pathing to try and dislodge the bishop. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, the bishop also could jump in. Is a consideration. Okay, let's go h6. Could guard c5 with the queen. I think I have to. That's actually really annoying. It's actually a really annoying move. Is he gonna sack if I push this pawn like knight takes g5? I don't think so. I don't think I'm that scared. Maybe I am. Am I that scared? Ah, ah, ah. Why? Does he just want repetition? No. No, how's he what's up? Grillmaster, what's up? What are you doing? No way you want repetition. No way, no. No way, Grillmaster. Oh, he's trying to cook me. Okay, he's starting to checkmate, so we gotta play rook g8. Okay. Ah! Ah, my bishop! Ah, why is that hanging? Why are you hanging? Do better! Fudge! Oh, that was a good idea. That's a good idea. Yeah, that's a reasonable. That's reasonable as a problem for me. Fudge. Okay, I'm getting low on time, so I just gotta go for it. I will see if this works. Oh, he can take with the bishop. I was only thinking about queen takes. Wait. Wait, what if we chase the queen? What if we chase the queen? I don't know. We gotta try something. At some point, you're just being mean. Mm. 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 Yeah, I know. I know. You're gonna take something. Oh, okay. I'm losing everything. We're resigning. Oh! Ah! Dang it. I got cooked. Man. Well, we couldn't take down the Grillmaster. We got the other barbecue bots, but we got cooked up. Let's take a quick look at this one just to see. Whoa, we're big switching to a blue board now. Oh, bishop g5. Okay, b5 here. Apparently go for the faster play. Okay, c4 here. f6. Yeah, e5 first. Yeah, this e5 I think turned out to be very strong. And yeah, so this was annoying because I thought maybe I could just defend, but then I get forked. So I'm either defending with my queen, which I don't want my queen to be tied down, or yeah. Yeah, this is good. This is good. I have to defend it. then I have to get out of the way, and then... it's such a nice line. Not gonna lie. I'm not too upset losing this way. Well, I tried. I got the barbecue bots leading up to the Grillmaster, but turns out I was the thing that was up for dinner, so that kind of sucks. And yeah, I was well done. It was well done. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch you next time.